Our day-to-day life is full of both the beauty and the ugly. We see it in the created order, we see it in human life, we see it as we look around the world. There's those beautiful and magnificent things to rejoice in, and the worst side of life and humanity that we lament. What is it that the Easter message can bring to all of those rich life experiences? Well, there's just three things I want to say about the Easter message. First of all, it was not made up. It's an accurate, true account from the first century. One of the key ways we know about this is because women were reported as the first eyewitnesses to seeing Jesus alive following his crucifixion. If you were making up an account, in the first century, you simply wouldn't have women as your key eyewitnesses. Second thing to say is that the death and resurrection of Jesus, they go together, they're a pair. It was no mistake. Yet it was a tragedy beyond imagination. But it was actually within the purposes of God for our greater good. The reason is that mankind had turned its back on God. And God wasn't prepared just to leave us in the mess, but rather steps into our mess, and through the death and resurrection of Jesus, makes it possible for us to be forgiven and reconciled to him. So it was not made up. It was no mistake. And actually we have nowhere else to turn. When we face life's dilemmas because of all the hard stuff we see around us, there is no other place to turn to for hope and comfort and peace and even joy than in the message that through the death and resurrection of Jesus, evil has been dealt with, and one day there will be a new heavens and a new earth to which we're all invited. I hope that you have a great and happy, wonderful, thoughtful Easter this year as we consider the death and resurrection of Jesus. Not made up, no mistake, and in fact, we have nowhere else to turn.